Hey everybody, it's the Outside Line. I know I haven't posted in a while. Been busy. It's been crazy the past year. Just with the work stuff and all that. But I figured it was great to come back on here and finally release a new video. Uh Today I'm going to talk about the issue with the NASCAR Fox broadcast. I know a lot of people are already talking about it, but this to me as a NASCAR fan for how long I've watched NASCAR for like 26, 27 years just to understand why this is an issue. Rewatching a couple of videos and watching other videos on YouTube, I'm finally understanding how long it was in between. Uh, and keeping up with Twitter yesterday while I'm watching the race was how many times we went through a commercial break. We averaged about 10 laps per caution, or not per caution, but 10 laps between commercial breaks. There were times that they went 3 laps. There are times that they went, 4, they went 7, but it seemed like an average of 10 laps. For me, that's kind of ridiculous because the racing was so good yesterday that it was taking away my interest in watching the race, even though I was going to watch it all, was taking away my interest of watching the race while the race is going on right in front of me. And that sucks. I get there's advertisers. I get there's uh you know things in place that NASCAR needs to uphold on their end with Fox. I totally get that. But we talk about these side by side things that work so well, and what happens the first time that they go side by side? It's a wreck. Like, oh my gosh. Like, right when they go side by side, here's a wreck. And what's bad about that wreck is that we didn't come back to live coverage for another, like, 5 or 6 minutes. And then the next time we go side by side is when we're under caution. I get you need to do advertisements. If you have a side by side, I'll even put this for AEW wrestling. Uh, they do side by sides for most commercials when there's still a match going on. So, you mean to tell me that you can do side by side anytime you really want and still have your commercials? Like, why do you need a full screen commercial break unless there's a caution? In my opinion, there's no need for it. Me as a fan, for how long I've been a fan, it's kind of ridiculous. It's coming to a point where I'm like, what other aspects can I go to be able to enjoy the race and have less commercials? Now, well, does that mean that I want that on streaming? No, because NASCAR audience is still older. But you gotta look at it this way. Me being a fan for 20 plus years, 25 years, 26, whatever, you have to look at it from a fan perspective that's younger, that their attention's not going to want to, have a commercial every 10 minutes. Because all that's going to do is drive them away. And you look at a place like an F1 or any other sport, no other sport will interrupt the action. Look at baseball. Baseball, in between innings, when a pitcher gets changed, there's things like that. There's never a implement of time to take a break in the action. Football, there's TV timeout in between plays, but that's fine. You're not missing plays. Yesterday we missed a lot of racing. Someone on Twitter, I can't remember who it was like, it felt like we pretty much were in commercial break for half the race. It's 200 laps. If there's no cautions in Daytona, we and it went the full 200 laps, we would probably be done within probably a little over 2 hours. Like 2 hours, 20 minutes, maybe. But that's if it went caution free. Knowing Daytona, it's not going to go caution free. So, again, why can't we hold off these commercial breaks? Especially, Vox has had Daytona, or has had NASCAR for 23 years now. It's 23rd season. You know exactly for how many Daytona 500s this broadcast has had. You know exactly where you need to go on commercial. And with how many green white checkers there could possibly be and how many wrecks there could be after the halfway point in the race, you know that could be your commercial time frame. I know that there's a possibility you wouldn't ever get a caution at Daytona, but that's very rare. You have to look at it this way. For NASCAR to get the fan base to be a little bit younger, stop with the 2 hour pre-show. That kind of annoyed me yesterday because I was like, it says 2:30 is when the race is about to get going. Like that's when the pre-show was done, and then they still had another like 45 minutes of pre-show stuff. It's like I get Daytona's the big show, but there should be something that just kind of stops them. But the racing was great yesterday. I just wish we could have watched more of it. I'm happy with Stenhouse winning. I'm happy that Blaney finished 8th after being involved in one of the big wrecks. Travis Pastrana finishing 11th. That was awesome. Jimmy Johnson having a great run. That was great too. But it felt like everything just got taken away due to the commercials. So if like Fox can get better at that, I had no issue with the commentary team yesterday. Like there were times that Stewart, was a little off, but I think he's not comfortable up there in that booth. Like he's happy to be there, but he's also a car owner. So when he's seen his cars kind of like get wrecked and all of that, he's just kind of like, well, this Daytona. You know how much Tony's complained about Daytona in the past. But I'm going to leave it there. What do you guys think? Should Fox fix the commercial issues? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to try to be posting a little bit more as the season goes on. See you guys later.